YouTube, Zukan here with the review of the Pokémon Plamo 33 and 34, Xerneas and Yveltal. They are together in a set. They were released separately, I think in January and February, maybe. This came out in March. I just decided to get the set because sometimes the set is a little bit different than the one you would get separately. I don't know if there is any key differences between these ones or the individual ones, but I decided to just go ahead and purchase the set because it was a little bit easier for me to go ahead and do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. Now, for those of you who haven't seen any of my PokéPla reviews thus far, they are model kits, hence the Plamo, which stands for plastic model. It's a common Japanese term in the hobby industry. So, yeah, they're not usually that bad. The evolution sets that they make usually end up being a little bit lesser than the single pack legendary ones. But regardless, they do have flaws and pros. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. So let's start with Xerneas. We'll just move Yveltal aside, and he'll fall down because he doesn't like standing on his stand all that much. So here is Xerneas, and I have to say, Xerneas actually turned out very nice. Popping him out of the little stand, all of his legs have full swivels right here, so they move. The back legs do not have a knee bend. The front ones do, however. He's got movement in his neck as well. He can go backwards an unusual amount, and forward so much that his head pops off. So that's always fun. Tail does not move, so that's the extent of the Xerneas' articulation. However, he just turned out really nice. I really like Xerneas, despite the fact that Y was my main game, and I overall like Yveltal more. Xerneas just looks very pretty and very majestic, and I really like that. The legendary sets usually have fewer stickers than the evolution sets do. And that's why I like the legendary ones, the single pack ones, more so than the evolution sets. However, Xerneas' main flaw comes from the fact that all of his jewels, I'm saying he, even though I believe Xerneas is genderless, but anywho, all of the little jewels up on the antlers are all stickers, and from a distance they look perfectly fine. I have absolutely no problem with them from a distance. But with all stickers, when you get closer, you realize you didn't put them on straight, or the fact that these are a very kind of complex wraparound, you'll have openings on some of these up on top. And that's always a little bit of a bummer. But like I said, from a distance, if you don't really know that they're there, they're really beautiful, actually. They're very metallic stickers, and they work really nice on this. I would have loved if these were a semi-transparent sort of covering on that to kind of give it a nice little sheen to it while still being colored. Would have been fantastic, but that would have added so many plastic colors that the price would have went up, so then it becomes not worth it in the end. But I love the stage here. The little slots for Xerneas' feet just works really well, and I like the way that you're able to pose Xerneas on here, since you can stand normally, or you can kind of give it a more majestic bucking motion. So very cool. So Xerneas turned out absolutely fantastic. Now here is Yveltal, which isn't bad by any means, but Yveltal has issues standing by a lot. If you nudge the stand at all, he'll fall down. Now this stage is a little bit strange in the fact that it serves two purposes. It can stay right there by kind of latching onto the hind legs. Alternatively, you can kind of even it out and try to set it up, which can get kind of complicated, in a flying pose like this, which actually works a lot better in terms of stability, but Xerneas' Yveltal's standard poses are generally in this kind of curled up attacking pose. So articulation-wise, Yveltal's actually really good. You've got a hinge right here at the wings and a hinge right there at the wings, so you have quite a bit of maneuverability in the wings. His little neck poof can move a tiny bit to allow the head clearance to wherever it wants to go. So that's nice, and of course you have a hinge here and a hinge there on the neck, and the mouth does open. So that works really well. The two legs are on little swivels, and they will just pop off. It's just a peg in a hole. And the tail is set up just like the wings. Sticker-wise, he's got a little bit more than Xerneas does on the body. All of Xerneas come from his horns, basically, the antlers. But Yveltal's are all these black pieces that run through the wings and the tail to make the Y shape. The inside, red pieces for the tongue. The side, black pieces here on the face, the eyes, obviously. And the back here, all these gray pieces are stickers. But like I said, the legendary kits stickers are usually pretty solid. There's also a sticker covering the red pieces here, otherwise you have gray feet, which is inaccurate. So try to keep those stickers on. They're kind of a pain to get on, those leg stickers. I really don't like those. So like I said, it's really hard to get him situated on his stand. I think that's probably about the best we're going to do. So hopefully I don't bump it. He's already trying to lean back. And bring back Xerneas and call it a day. Now I apologize if I got the names messed up a little bit. Haven't actually heard the normal pronunciation that they're using in the anime quite yet. It might have been said in the Diancie trailer. I don't remember. But again, I do apologize if I was saying something wrong. That's just how I picked them up when X and Y came out, and I usually stick with what I say first via force of habit. So I do apologize if I did say something wrong. But anyway, the PokéPla kits here are actually pretty solid. I'm really on the fence on whether I want to continue this line or not. If you don't watch my vlogs, when I unboxed this, I mentioned that I put my PokéPla kits in storage, and when I got them out, a lot of the stickers had fallen out. A couple pieces of the kits fell out, which isn't a problem. I can put them back together, no problem. But the stickers falling out was a real problem because a couple of them actually went missing. They weren't in the box anymore, so that became an issue. So if you live in a humid climate where stickers can easily lose their sticky, then I would suggest trying to glue on the stickers or avoiding the line altogether. Now, being plastic model kits, you do have to build them. So if you don't want to build them, these aren't for you. In which case, I do recommend the Monster Collection line, the Zukan line. There's a couple different variations of the Monster Collection line. And I believe there's some decent-sized vinyls that Japan released of these guys as well. So there's multiple different ways of getting a nice Xerneas and Yveltal figure if you don't want to build them. But if you're a fan of like Gunpla or LBX or any other sort of plastic model kits, these are very, very simple to build and are basically made for the youngest of kids. There's absolutely no problems building them whatsoever. So keep in mind that the kits are very, very simple. But to get the full details out of them, you will have to paint or use the stickers, and the stickers can be a pain. So keep that in mind. Now the set, they're usually run only about 600 to 800 yen a piece individually, so this set was about $17 or so, which is honestly a fantastic price for two very basic kits. I really do like them. Like I said, it was just a little bit of a shame that the stickers quality are questionable, but the kits themselves are usually pretty solid. So if you are a model builder that doesn't mind painting, these are absolutely great to pick up because they are incredibly affordable. And you just have to paint in the details and you're good to go. Otherwise, you're stuck with the stickers, which are questionable at best. But still definitely worth the price given how cheap and affordable they are for Pokemon fans who like a little building. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.